So a lot of people don't know this. Lance Armstrong, the cyclist, actually started off as a swimmer, and I don't hate Lance Armstrong. I know he's done some immoral things, but you have to remember, that's what it's like at the top. That's what it takes. You can't be like, oh hey guys, oh my god guys, oh, let's all be friendly together. It just doesn't work like that, unfortunately. If you want to be the very best, you have to do some immoral stuff, like, to taking the drugs, and you can't win Tour de France or drugs. Let's be honest. So that's Armstrong. Okay, so he was originally a swimmer. He said that he got into he saw a poster for a triathlon, and from that moment he just started to go off and buy a bike, and start training for it. And triathlons were not a big thing in America at the time. Most people didn't know what a triathlon even was. So it's very like underground kind of sport. I think what were the main sports back then? Baseball, basketball, American football. Sports like cycling and running would have been kind of more of a minority sport. Those sports are actually a lot more popular today than they were back then. So now I think they've become a little bit more mainstream. But anyway, so Lance Armstrong, at the age of 16, he was a professional triathlete. He wasn't making a lot of money. Actually, I think he said he was making enough money that he could survive. He could live off it, but he also at the same time it wasn't enough so that he could be considered a professional. So that's Armstrong at 16 as a triathlete. So what was his daily program? He would cycle 50 miles. I'm not sure how long that would take, depending on the speed he would do. I'd say he probably cover 20 miles in an hour. So you're talking maybe 2.5 hours at his pace, because he is quite fast. A lot faster than me anyway. He would run 5 miles, which is actually not a lot. 5 miles. They say that the run was his weakest event, and I can see why. 5 miles, like, sure, you probably do it in like 35 minutes, on a typical like easy run day. And he would swim 3 miles. Okay, I don't know how long that would take. Maybe an hour. How long would it take him to cover a mile? Maybe 20 minutes, depending on what he's doing. Is he just swimming? Is he just swimming like for 3 miles straight, or is he doing intervals? Is he doing a warm up and a cool down? I've no idea. So they didn't go into that much detail, but yeah, that's the training. That's what it takes to reach a high level. Okay, now so many people, you get so many of these triathletes. They swim one day, they run the next, and they cycle the next. If you want to be really good at this triathlete thing, you have to be training every day. That's what Lance Armstrong was doing. Okay, so sounds kind of interesting. Actually maybe made me think maybe I'd be interested in doing triathlon or something. But I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna stick with the bodybuilding.